Allahu Allah. As I look to nature's beauty, dazzled am I, knowing everything calls on you, the Lord Most High.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la.
Situations that take place, and I'm sure that all of us are aware of certain media events that are taking place. When events like this happen, we as believers have to look to the true source, the source of where we draw our inspiration, our enlightenment. And that is the Quran and the glorious and prophetic and noble sunnah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And I was looking at it because there's a particular surah that I was looking at. And that surah happens to be Al-Ankabut, the spider. Very particular surah. Because in this particular surah, which is entitled The Spider, and it speaks of the fact that the false and idolatrous and polytheistic beliefs that are here and here, not just here, but in other places in the world, they will not stand the test of time against the truth of Al-Islam. But also this particular surah spells out some other actions that we as Muslims should be aware of. And I would encourage all of you to go and read this surah, the 29th surah, Al-Ankabut. You know, the spider's web out of all the something. And you know, Allah is just beneficent. He's just magnificent. He's just Allah. But He gives us parables in ways that if we really take a look at it, we will understand what He is saying. When this particular surah is entitled The Spider, and we know how a spider spins its web. That web, they're able to catch different insects and all of this in their web, and it captures them. However, we have seen, many of us, that spider webs withstand rain, snow, all of this, it withstands that. However, it's the flimsy of houses. Allah in His revelation to the heart of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in this glorious Quran, and he points out to us that the house of the spider being flimsy, to him this world is just like moving it from away from his hand. There's no effort for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We as Muslims today, and I want to say this, we as Muslims should hold our heads up high. Some of the things that have been said, I know we take to heart because we are Muslims. And many of the statements that have been made, maybe some of our relatives or family members may be in these particular countries that was referenced in a very derogatory manner. However, we must remember that Allah is God. Hard trials are necessary in establishing the truth. In this particular surah, and why it's so important, and I hope that all of you will go and read it, is because it spells out, you've got different prophets in there. Noah, Ibrahim, in this. And all of the prophets, they suffered adversity. You wonder why all the prophets, these are not these messengers of God. Praise be to Allah. But they all suffered adversity. Then how should you and I think that we will not suffer adversity in this world? Praise be to Allah. However, it also shows that they were victorious. in the final analysis. In this particular surah also, it speaks of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam returning to Mecca, triumphant. Triumphant. So this tells me that today we as Muslims, we should hold our heads high. All of you, all of us should hold our heads high and be very, very proud that we wear the badge of honor, saying that we are Muslims. La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. All of us should be proud. Yes, adversity is necessary in establishing the truth. Certainly. Certainly it is, but we will be victorious. We will be victorious in the final analysis, brothers and sisters. For us today to be able to be witness bearers to the truth of this glorious Quran and the noble and prophetic Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it's an honor. It's an honor for us. Praise be to Allah. In this particular surah also, it points out that we are to be respectful. And it speaks mainly to many of us who may have converted or embraced Islam. So I'm thinking those of us who have embraced or converted to Islam, many of us are in the West here that have embraced or converted to Islam, because many of the brothers and sisters that come here with us, they've come from countries where they were born Muslim. I mean, they came here in the Adhan in the morning, and what a beautiful morning or way to wake up in the morning is to hear the Adhan. But it speaks to us too that we are not to be disrespectful to our parents. We are to obey them in everything except when it comes to a disbelief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that was Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has given to us. We're not a polytheist. We don't believe in a number of different gods. We know Allah is God. La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The benefit and blessing of being a Muslim far outweighs anything in terms of adversity and we could face or encounter today. This is what is so beautiful about being a Muslim, because the adversity that we face, look at those that faced adversity before us. What about the Sahaba and those that followed Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he first embraced Islam there in Mecca? Look at the adversity that some of them faced. We face none of that type of adversity today, and yet still we face adversity. Why do you think that we face this adversity? We face this adversity because Allah does not want us to be attached to worldly attachments. No, this world is not for the Muslim. It's not for the Muslim. He does not want us to be attached to it. This is why we suffer trials and adversity, especially when we try to run and gather the means of this world. Just like making money. Making money is a worldly attachment. We get to making money, you want to keep making money. That's just the way it is. You say, oh, I made money. I want to make some more money. I want to make some more money. That's a worldly attachment. Allah, He provides for us. When we say it is written that the pen have been lifted from the pages and the ink have dried, it's already written what we're going to get in this life, the result. It's not going to miss you, and what you run after that you want, that's not for you. You won't receive it, or we won't get it. You or I, no matter how much we go after it or chase it, we cannot catch it. What is for us is for us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given that to us. So why should we, as Muslims, and that's why I say today, we as Muslims should hold your heads high. We hold our heads high because we have no need to be in grief or fear, because we are the victorious. Praise be to Allah. You know, in order to escape from misery and trouble in this life, the first remedy is to believe in Allah, to submit to Him, and to remember Him constantly. We are taught this. Believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Submit to Him. Ask of Him. He says He hears every suppliant that asks of Him. And we as the Muslims, we should not fear or grieve, because we are going to be successful. Do you think that the Quran was revealed for folly? Or the stories that we read in the Quran are not to be taken serious? No, they are. They're for our benefit, for our strength. We draw from a surah like Surah Al-Ankabut, the spider. Yes, the flimsiest of houses, but for Allah, this world is easy to move, just like this. It's like moving it from Allah's face. He can move this world. He does what He wills. This is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is our Lord. Praise be to Allah. Praise be to Allah. So when we think of the rejection of false doctrine, the rejection of false idols and worship and the things of this nature that draw and attract people of this world, it's something. I was looking at this latest tax law. I said, oh boy, so many of us, we work hard. We want to take care of our families. We want to do what's right. We're not looking to, to take over something. We just want to be comfortable. But how those who manipulate and plan and structure things, this tax code that they have just passed is one that will be very disastrous to many of us in the long run. I was listening to a senator who had written up and questioned the Internal Revenue Service, Senator Wyden of Oregon. And he was saying why the tax code was as it is. And why are some of the levels in the tax code so low? And another senator was also questioning it too. And so, in justifying that it was going to be a raise for many of the Americans, when they get their paycheck, they lowered the scale that they would be taken out of their check. But at the end of the year, when you file your tax in 2019, you're going to pay much more money because they haven't been taken out what they should be taken out. So it's now you see it, now you don't. This is the kind. 83% of the benefit of this new tax code goes to the 1% of the wealthiest people in this country. So this tells me that this world is not for me. This world is not for me. It's not for us. Why should we fret? Why should we worry? Why should we think that we should want to compete with them? For what? For what they want of this world and material? They can have it because it's a worldly attachment. Attach ourselves to something that will benefit us in the long run in the analysis, the final analysis, and that is the Quran and the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu. Not anything else. Not but this worldly gain. And I'm not saying that we don't have a provision provided for us because Allah has already written. Now, what did he say to the Sahaba? They asked Rasulullah sallallahu, oh, Muhammad sallallahu, where was Allah's throne? They say it was over water. And he said Allah created the sustenance of everything 50,000 years before He began creation. It was already written. When he created everything, it was already written, the sustenance, right down to the gnat. It's just amazing. Allah. It's amazing. Our Lord. So why should we worry? Don't worry and don't fret, but be proud. I wanted to say a message to the believers that it's an honor to be amongst those of us who stand for Islam. We stand on Islam. We stand on this Quran. We stand on the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We don't fret. Yes, adversity, we're going to have that. But in the final analysis, like Isa alayhi salatu wasalam say, we use this world as a bridge to the next. Because we understand the investment and the time in this world. We don't use it in a proper manner, then we don't benefit in the next. And I would rather be a pauper in this world and be the janitor in the next, inshallah. Those of us who make paradise. One brother was telling me, he said, Brother Najib, he said, I don't mind if I don't have that much in this life. He said, as long as I'm in paradise, if I just make the doorkeeper, why should we run over the gate? I said, brother, if I'm there with you to help you, I hope that you'll praise be to Allah. It's greater. It's greater in excellence because we're talking about a time that's transitory. We're talking about a time that's limited. How long are we going to be here, brothers and sisters? Noah, the prophet Noah, 950 plus years. When the angel of death, Malak al-Mulk, came to take his soul, and the prophets The Nabis and the messengers of God could see the angel of death. When he comes to take his soul, he asked Noah, the prophet, he said, can I move from the sun into the shade? He said, go ahead. And he took his soul. After he took his soul, he asked him, he said, Noah, he said, Allah bless you to live 950 plus years. He said, how was it? He said, like moving from the sun into the shade. 950 years. Noah, alayhi salatu wasalam. And how long are we here? 20, 50, 30, 40, 80, 90, 100. It's no time. It's no time, brothers. It's just no time. So we don't fret today, brothers and sisters. Don't fret. Feel good. Like I said, the news is something. I watched it, and I'm sure many of us watched it. It's unbelievable, but it's part of the time. Already revealed, already written, what was going to happen. The Quran tells us what we should do is remain faithful. What we should do is to keep our trust and faith in Allah, Azza wa Jalla. Keep our faith in that which Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has given to us into that noble and prophetic sunnah. In the second part of the khutbah, and then I'm going to conclude, I just want to look at how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect us for our resiliency, our steadfastness in this life when we leave this world. How Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blesses those of us who say, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wassalatu wassalam ala rasulil kareem wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. This is how Allah Azza wa Jalla greets the believer or supports the believer after we have left this life, but we have upheld the Quran and the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's why I said, hold your heads high, all of us. We're Muslims. He said, in this life here below, human beings have three basic postures: standing, sitting, and lying down. My servants, Allah will say, my servants remembered me standing. Be well aware, the day is coming, all mankind will be standing on their feet. Think on it. The day of Qiyam. We'll be standing on, Allah says, I will not forget you on that day and will honor us with his beauty and his presence. Think on it. This is how Allah Azza wa Jalla addresses the believer who remembered him while sitting. A day will come so terrible, all the prophets will fall to their knees and thinking of nothing but themselves. And they cry, ourselves. And we know this. Even Isa alayhi salatu wasalam, when they say, I was reading, this what makes our heart flutter. Isa alayhi salatu wasalam was a Nabi, a messenger of Allah. And when Elijah was jealous, questioned him on the day of Qiyam, he said, Isa, did you tell them that you was the son of God? The ulama of Tafsir and Quran said that every pore in his body oozed with blood out of fear of the beneficent. Fear. And he said, no, Lord, you know what I said before I said it. Think on this. That's how, this is a Nabi, a Rasul, a messenger of God. He feared Allah. And you think our heart shouldn't tremble? And we should not be afraid of the beneficent and knowing we got to stand before him? Oh, brothers and sisters. Oh. Oh, my servant, you remembered me as you sat. I shall grant you pardon, shade in the shadow of my throne. Give you paradise and lodge you beside my chosen one. Some of us will be close to the messenger of Allah. Praise be to Allah. Can you imagine that? This is how Allah addresses the believer who remembered him lying down in the tomb when we go into the ground. Brothers and sisters, when we go into the ground, we're in the cupboard by ourselves. Lay you in the grave, the tomb, the book of deeds. We have the snakes, the what all we've heard all these different things, how the earth can close up on us. Say, out of all the people in the world, I hated you the most, and earth just closed up on you. But then the earth can say to the believer, Allah said, be kind to the believer. Say, of all the people on the earth, I love you the most, and make it a nice repose for us. This is what we want, brothers and sisters. This sacrifice and the adversity that we face is nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing like throwing a rock and skip over the water. It's nothing. It's nothing. Our faith and our trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is greater. It's greater. Praise be to Allah. Praise be to Allah. Allah says, you will not be lonely, for I shall send the houris and the attendants to wait at your service. The bounties obtained by those who remember Allah are not confined to the hereafter. That's what I'm saying. Hold your heads high. We're Muslims. It's not just confined to the hereafter. They prosper. Their hearts are filled with joy, not grief. We benefit not only in this life, but in the world to come. We say, Rabbana aitana fit dunya hasanatan wa fil akhirati hasanatan wa qina azabannar. Bless us with good in this life and good in the world to come. That's the balance. That's the mizan. This is the Quran al-Kareem. Praise be to Allah. Praise be to Allah. Praise be to Allah. The gates of paradise are open. We invite you to felicity in this world and the next. Worldly pleasures are no cure for pain. Worldly pleasures are no cure for pain, brothers and sisters. 1,000 misfortunes lie hidden behind each pleasure of this world. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to protect all of us. May He continue to guide all of our affairs right. May He protect our women and our children as they go out and come in. And on the day of Qiyam, may He raise us all up in the company of the righteous. Amen. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanatan wa fil akhirati hasanatan wa qina azabannar. Rabbana lana mana vitrulana zunubana innaka antal ghafurur rahim. Our Lord grant us good in this life and good in the hereafter, and preserve us from the torment of the fire. Our Lord, verily we have believed, so to forgive us our sins. But verily you are the all forgiving, all merciful. God God
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمد رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله Hold on. Stoop. Stall.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا أنزلناه في ليلة القدر
وما أدراك ما ليلة القدر ليلة القدر خير من ألف شهر تنزل ملائكة والروح فيها بإذن ربهم من كل أمر سلام هي حتى مطلع الفجر. الله أكبر.
Allah.
سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في الدين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفره إنه كان توابا. الله أكبر.
Allah.
سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. I have a very important announcement for the brothers and sisters in the community. Please, there is a marginous meeting this Sunday by 1 o'clock to 2:30. Marginous meeting is this Sunday by 1 o'clock. Please attend. The Imam has a very important information for the community. Don't miss it and ask me what happened. It's very important that you attend. He has a very important announcement for the community in this marginals. Please, if you can, attend. We have Fitka class tonight. Those of you that have been attending, please try to attend. Those of you who haven't attended, join us. The Fitka class involves the life of the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And the speaker on the video is Sheikh Shaka.
Imam Zai Shaka. I think I've said it right if I'm wrong at fault, you know. Please come out and join us if you can. We'll have tea and sweets and discussion following that. And I'm going to be passing this around. You brothers must have seen this. You know, I think a lot of brothers picked a copy of it. You know, we are trying to sponsor this. If you can, on your own, the community will be sponsoring it. You look at it and see what we're talking about and stuff like that.